9 Flames Sovereign Chapter 40, Condensing Claw Skill vs 9 Shadow Palm. The people around him took a deep breath, knowing that Han Ru was great, but seeing it with his own eyes was still shocking. It was the girl's face that Instructor Mew taught that there was no change. This kind of thing, in their eyes, is accustomed to them. Among them, no one can support Han Ru. These 9 Shadow Palms are basic martial arts, which have been practiced by Han Ru to a degree close to completion. Is displayed by the cultivation base that opens up the 7 main veins, and its power is extraordinary. Han Ru stepped back without change. Han Zheng looked disappointed. Was defeated by the goddess in his heart with one blow, and it was a big blow to Han Zheng. With Han Rong's support, Han Zheng ended sadly. Instructor Lin sighed and said, "The second game, Han Lin fights." Han Lin's opponent is a girl martial artist who has opened up the 3 main veins, and the realm is not stable, slightly worse than Han Rong. Han Lin has already opened up the 5 main veins. Although the same realm is unstable, the gap between the 2 main veins allows Han Lin to easily win. There are a few more matches next, most of which are the girls' side winning. The only winner on the man's side was Han Rong, plus Han Lin, and now they are only 2. Han Gang and Han I twitched at the corners of their mouths. Our Han family is under 15 years old, and it wouldn't be a woman's world. Han Meng is the most powerful woman in our age group. At the peak of the late fan stage, it is only 1 step away from entering the human stage. In another year, when these girls come to the general training ground, there will be Han Meng and Han Ru. Brother Han Mo is not here if he is over 20 years old. Wouldn't we also be the world of women? The 2 of them were in grief and indignation, and felt extremely painful for the prosperity of the younger generation of the Han family. It's another 1 or 2 games, and there are few games until the end of the first round. Instructor Lin said at this time, "Han Feng, Han Yutong, you 2 step forward. In this time, you 2 are opponents." Both Han Rong and the girl exclaimed. This Han Yutong is a warrior who has opened up the 5 main veins. On the girl's side, a girl in a green shirt quickly walked out, raising a smile on her face and said to Han Feng, "I've been hearing your name all this time. I don't know if it is worthy of the name." Han Feng said lightly, "Whether it is worthy of the name, you will know if you have a trial." The girl's side suddenly booed, obviously not trusting Han Feng's strength, but Han Rong, who were full of expectations for Han Feng. Han Ru hummed beside Han Gang, "Han Yutong is our top 3 women in this session. I don't believe that Han Feng will win." Han Lin smiled, "Sister Ru, that's not necessarily true." On the competition stage, Han Yutong took the lead. 9 Shadows Palm. The realm of the 9 Shadow Palm Xiaocheng, you can swing 3 palm shadows. The realm of great achievement, you can wave 6 palm shadows. The realm of perfection, you can wave 9 palm shadows. Han Yutong's savvy is obviously good. He has been able to play 5 palm shadows, and only 1 short of 1 can reach the realm of 9 shadow palms. The 5 palm shadows, imaginary and real, make people unable to see through. Although Han Feng's combat power is strong, he has only opened up the 4 main veins after all. There is no way to see the reality of Han Yutong's 5 palm shadows at a glance. Since you can't see through, then attack. Condensing Claw Power. Brush brush. Countless claw shadows condensed in the air and rushed away. Papa. The claw shadow and the palm shadow collided, and Han Yutong's palm was soon broken. Han Yutong was shocked by the countershock force and backed back again, and immediately blurted out in surprise, "The consummation state of claw condensation." Han Ru is also shocked. You must know that she herself is only close to consummation for Jiang Palm, rather than achieving consummation. And she has been practicing 9 Shadow Palm for more than 3 months. Can Han Feng? As far as she knows, Instructor Lin has taught claw technique for less than 2 months. Han Lin smiled very proudly, "Look, I said Han Feng will not necessarily lose." Han Feng itself has already opened up the 4 main channels, and is extremely stable, and with the tricks of condensing claws to complete the stage, it is not a problem to resist the ordinary and get through the 5 or 6 main channels. Han Ru said in an unpleasant way. Smelly boy, look at you, I admit I underestimated Han Feng, let's go? On the competition stage, Han Yutong's expression was solemn. It seems that 80 to 90% of the previous rumors about your strength are true, so I won't keep it anymore. After saying this, Han Yutong struck again. This time it is still the 9 shadows palm and the 5 palm shadows, but both power and speed are much stronger than before. Obviously, the previous Han Yutong did not exert all the power of the 5 main veins. As soon as Han Yutong was serious, Han Feng had a lot of difficulties to deal with it, but it was only that. The two played against each other with dozens of moves, and the palm shadow and the claw shadow continued to collide with each other, making a popping sound. The hottest Korean wind's inner strength suddenly erupted, and the claw shadow quickly increased by more than half, once again breaking Han Yutong's 9 shadow palms, and even the claw shadow tore the sleeves of Han Yutong's body, becoming ragged, revealing some spring light. Han Feng was dumbfounded. Han Lin was dumbfounded. A group of men were also dumbfounded. Soon, Han Lin let his hair and let out a roar, Han Feng, great. A group of men laughed wretchedly. Among them, Han Gang and Han I were the top ones, which caused Han Ru to look at the two with cold eyebrows, wishing to fight against them. Han Yutong stared at Han Feng bitterly, gritted his teeth and said, Instructor, I give up. In this situation, how can I fight? Han Feng touched his nose, laughing and crying. He didn't expect this to be the case in the end. Sister Yutong, I don't know that this will happen to reading www. Ukanshu.com. I'm sorry. Han Feng apologized embarrassingly. But Han Yutong obviously didn't accept it, and ended up with a black face. Accompanied by several girls, he went to change clothes. Instructor Lin looked strange for a while, and he smiled. This game, Han Feng wins. Instructor Mu was also dumbfounded, but he did not blame Han Feng. Han Feng confirmed his strength. Secondly, on the battlefield, whoever cares whether you are a man or a woman, whether your clothes are disheveled, you should kill it. Instructor Mu pondered, it seems that Yutong's teaching is not enough. If I were to take advantage of Han Feng's embarrassment, I should kick it up and kick it directly into a castrate. By then, it will be Han Feng that will be ashamed. Instructor Lin heard the whole body cold, and immediately wiped a cold sweat. It is worthy of being the most violent female instructor among our instructors. Fortunately, this Han Yutong hasn't got any real life from Instructor Mu, otherwise. Looking at Han Feng, Instructor Lin showed a look of you are so lucky and confused Han Feng who noticed this look. Off the court, all the men laughed strangely, so Han Feng couldn't help being black. Han Rong said unconsciously, TSK, first burst the chrysanthemum, this time it's the same, Han Feng, you guys are wretched and perverted. Han Feng smiled brilliantly, and put his arms around Han Rong's shoulders. Looking at what you said, don't you really yearn for it? How about we have another match? Yesterday's recommendation is not strong, my brothers, your support is urgently needed.